Hello everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Today we are going to go over the next bunch of stuff for the CFDs and Forex. So let me get everything going. So before I get started here, you can always come to quantlabs.net to find out more about what I do. You can always do the Hire Me button, join our email service here, and get started there. Also, we also have our Quant Labs analytics as well to go over this sort of stuff as well. So let's get started. All right, so right now with what's going on in the markets, let me first show you what's been going on with good old Yahoo. And here's what happened today. Everything looked pretty good, up slightly. Actually pretty good. The futures are up as well for the US. You can see here, gold is down. That's what we should expect when the markets are up. Some of the Forex is quite mixed. Bonds are down quite steep as well. VIX is down quite steep as well when the US markets are up, as well as FTSE's up and Nikkei is up. Today is the 24th, 2207. So here we go. All right, so before I get started, the usual skip a lot of these Forex pairs. The one of interest to lead into is the US top 30. Remember, these are CFDs found on Atlanta. You can see it's been doing pretty good for the last couple of hours. Days. And of course, we have a couple of shorts here for the pound against New Zealand. Let's see what the USD Mexico is, because it's really not much to brag about as well. We have here gold in Canada short, same with gold in Swiss franc short. These are important because this is what we expect for gold to do when we have US indices getting long. So we have another short, so we have three of those. So, but this is the one I'm more concerned about and confused about. I've talked about this before. We have a long here on the gold silver. We got three of them, three longs. That would convince you that the markets are going to go into a haywire. But who knows? So if we start to see things go bad tomorrow, we can say potentially that this is still reliable. Silver here, let's see, it's probably a short, more shorts in silver Canada. Same with silver in the pound, more shorts. Same with Hong Kong here. Australia has a long, that's the 200, that's a market index. Some more less important Forex pairs. Here's another important one, is China. So this is starting to move up. When you look at the daily, not much is going on there, but I just read on Bloomberg today how the China debt is, as I say, is a concern. Euro 50 is moving on up too. So interesting times as we speak. Hopefully you're getting some benefit out of that. Here's where you know that the Nasdaq's doing quite well. We have there's a short. 2 out of 3 longs is pretty good for the US. Here's the SPX, there's a short there. UK 100 has got a long. Same with the US 30 still. So it's quite mixed there, but it's still relatively showing quite a few longs. Brent crude's longing as well. There's a short there, so it's quite mixed. We've also talked about the pound against the US dollar. 2 shorts there. And more shorts, it's actually quite mixed there. How are our calls for the Scandinavia? We have a short there. You can see, as I've shown before, when the markets do well, this will do the opposite. USD with Sweden, same. It's fairly flat. Oh, you know what? It helps to share the screen, doesn't it? Nobody's telling me to do that. Ha 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 ha. Boy, that's dumb. Should I start over again? No. Well, doesn't matter. But set there, I'm not gonna bother. So we have here gold in Australia short, gold in Swiss franc short, gold in Swiss franc, gold in Japan short. So there are shorts doing what it's supposed to do. More gold shorts in New Zealand, Singapore. Here we have a short on the gold silver. So that's the first one. Okay, let's see here. Silver long in Australia, more shorts in Canadian. Actually, it's a couple of one long, and that's in Canadian dollars. Don't worry about that. Long in Swiss francs. So this is where it gets kind of wonky. You don't know what to trust here. But mixed there in the British pound, Hong Kong dollar, same. It's really mixed. So let's just move on from there. It doesn't really mean a whole lot. Euro 50, another long. Here's a nice good rally. Here's Euro and Australian. That's a pretty good, but that looks like it's yeah, we got two shorts there. So that timing must be off. Australia, US, 1, 2, 3. 1 out of 3 longs. Rest are short. Okay, so we have NASDAQ again. So this time we have some shorts here. Well, I got one short, one long for NASDAQ, one short for the SPY, one long, one short for the UK 100, short here for the Brent crude. So this is not definite, but it's looking good. But if it's temporary, based upon the gold silver ratio, tough to say. Pound against the franc. Here's another important one. USD Canadian. It's declining. Short here for the USD and Japanese yen. That's a safe haven. So that would make sense when you have the US markets behaving. So that's as expected if the US markets are moving up. So here we have 3 calls for USD Norway, 2 out of 3 longs, but you count the other earlier ones as well. Let's see. So we're still in good. Well, good, I guess we move off of because it gets a little mundane there. Let's see what we have here. So copper, as it was official, the inflationary pressure may be off. We can see it's starting to rise again, but it has declined since early May. So will the inflation kick in? Again, you can see it. Soybeans back up. Gold and Canadian, that's flat. Let me just close that. So copper is spiking a little bit. Euro USD still looks good. That's not a top pick, but it's looking okay. We've talked about the USD Norway. That's as expected. And then let's look at corn, sugar, and all the agricultural. So corn USD, that's flat. So that's not a concern there. Soybean. May start to spike. Wheat is another one. So they're not top picks right now. It's good to know that these there's very little there. And then last one, sugar. So these may start to climb again, but so far they've declined. The pressure seems to have come off over the last couple of weeks. So doesn't mean a lot, that one. That's pretty well it. Hopefully you got something out of it. Thanks for watching, and visit our store again. We shall talk to you later. Have a good day.